All right, this is a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. Well, looks like bro Rape a lot has got himself in a little bit of trouble. What do you know? The face of the conscious community has given the conscious community, in my humble opinion, a bad image that they can't come out from under. Also, we're going to talk about these knuckleheads who are going after non-young black women for the purposes of live-in prostitution. That's pretty much what they want them for. They don't want these young foreign girls for anything other than sex. They want them to be live-in prostitutes. But we're going to get it cracking on brother Rape a Lot. It's gangster talk. Let's drop it, Dame.
Smoking dope for the head.
Uh-huh. Style Speed. Shout out to everybody. This is a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. This is Gangster Talk. I am the Black Knight, the notorious Gangster Simp, aka Maximum Black. Well, what do we have here? Looks like the conscious community has finally shown their true colors. I've been railing against the conscious community for a minute now. I'm not surprised at this piece of shit. Looks like bro Rape a Lot is in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And I don't know what's more upsetting, right? That people care more about him getting in trouble and him being brother polite and all, or that they don't give a damn about the 14-year-old girl that he so-called allegedly raped, even though his semen is all over the place. But he allegedly raped her. He allegedly did all of these things. She's got a swollen mouth. All these things she didn't have before she left the house. Now, I got a problem with the mother too, and I'm not going to go ham on the mother, but I don't understand how you let a nigga take your daughter to an after party. And she 14 years old, and he a grown-ass man. I mean, I don't know what that's about, but here's the thing. As a man, you have no business touching this 14-year-old girl inappropriately. We're not going to sit up here and blame the mother. Well, she shouldn't have let him go. Well, he shouldn't have touched her. We're not going to excuse his behavior. We're not going to play that game. We're not going to sit up here and say, well, if the mother had to let her out, then Polite wouldn't have did what he did. So basically, if Woody had gone to the police, this would have never happened. Nah, it don't work that way, son. You don't have a right to be a sexual predator. You don't have a right to rape girls, allegedly. You just don't have that right. So we're going to, as more people get in it, hey, Mama Rain, I'm glad you're in here because you have inspired us. We're going to do a piece that you did on this. And of course, we're going to give you all of the credit in the world because we love you here. We're getting ready to play one of the pieces that you did that I really enjoyed listening to and gave out a lot of information. So, Dame, get it together over here. Dame. All right, I don't know what happened to.
Sorry, I was setting up. All right. So here we go for the fair use. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research is not an infringement of copyright.
All right, and this piece coming up on Bro Rape a Lot is from, Mama Rain. Shout out to Mama Rain. We really love her content and we support her 100% here at the Ebony Star Network. She did a nice piece on this that I really, really liked that I wanted to piggyback off of. So, Dame, if you're ready, drop that piece by Mama Rain.
Okay.
Share that screen.
Okay.
Brother Polite was charged with raping his girlfriend's 14-year-old daughter. Let's talk.
Pro-Black author of over 90 books, motivational speaker, and entrepreneur Michael Noak, known professionally as Brother Polite, has been arrested for the alleged rape of a 14-year-old girl. Brother Polite was born Michael Noak in Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York City, on August 10, 1983. The polygamist claims to be contractually bound to 4 wives and was rumored to be courting 2 more. Brother Polite during a Vlad interview took Vlad through each of his marriages to 4 separate women. As it turns out, his lust for women could not be fulfilled by consenting multiples. The 38-year-old was arrested in Miami for raping the 14-year-old daughter of his girlfriend known only as Oracho. Noak had been in a relationship with 31-year-old Oracho for just over a year. Brother Polite, court hearing. According to court documents, T.S., the 14-year-old victim, was taken to an after-party by Noak. Noak requested permission from her mother to speak to T.S., intended to use this private time between himself and Aracho's daughter to mend the relationship between the mother and daughter. Noak took his victim to Club 11 on 29 Northeast 11th St. Miami FL. Upon arrival, the club was closed. The two went to a hotel room at 1100 West Avenue, Unit 319, Miami Beach, awaiting the new party location. While the two were alone in his hotel room, the defendant, Noak, gave the alleged victim numerous alcoholic beverages which she consumed. Brother Polite, purchasing alcohol for a minor. The victim then stated that Noak began dancing and touching her inappropriately all over her body, groping her thighs, buttocks, other areas. The victim claims Noak sat her on the bed and pulled his genitals out of his shorts and boxers, then he grabbed her head, pulling it towards his genital area. The victim then passed out. The 14-year-old daughter of his girlfriend later awoke to find Noak forcibly trying to make her vomit by putting his fingers down her throat. After these events, he took T.S. to her mother's hotel. The mother, Aracho, who was staying at a separate hotel, noticed not only that her daughter was severely intoxicated, but also that T.S. had severe swelling of the mouth area. The defendant, Noak, according to court documents, then pled with the victim's mother against calling the police, saying that if she did, she would ruin his career. Brother Polite, arrested for sexual assault of a minor. Miss Aracho transported the victim to Mount Sinai Hospital, where T.S. disclosed sexual battery. The victim was transported by her mother to the Roxy Bolton Rape Treatment Center in Miami, where her clothing items were gathered and a rape kit was performed with evidence collected. Said evidence was transported to Miami-Dade County's Forensic Lab on May 4, 2021. Forensic evidence confirms Brother Polite as guilty. Results from Miami-Dade County Forensic Lab were received and confirmed. The 14-year-old victim T.S. had a total of 6 confirmatory semen stains on her shirt and scarf. A DNA warrant was obtained and served to defendant Noak on June 8, 2021. The DNA sample swab taken from Noak was transported to Miami-Dade's Forensic Lab for analysis on August 10, 2021. The Miami-Dade forensic report confirmed that the semen found on 14-year-old victim T.S. matched the defendant, Noak. Noak has since been arrested. His bond was denied.
What I have to say is really not for Brother Polite, because he's a piece of shit. What I have to say is for the women who have young girls and young boys, and they're single mothers, and they think just because someone pays them some attention and pays their children some attention, then they're all happy and glowing. Okay, you were having trouble with your daughter. Okay, understandable. Mothers and daughters, teenagers, they have trouble. But if he wanted to help you and wanted to advise your daughter, why wouldn't that be something y'all do together? Why would he need to take her to an after party to help y'all relationship? That don't even sound right. Yeah, I'm getting on you, Mom, because you are her defense. You are her protector. And if you don't have any common sense, that leaves her open to what happened to her. As women, bump, if we are single mothers, so what? We are our children's protection. And if we trust a man more than we trust the protection of our children, something is wrong. I'm Mama Rain. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day. And don't forget to leave that comment. Bye.
All right. Get off the screen, Dang. All right, powerful words from a very classy lady, Mama Rain. And I agree with her. But I'm gonna leave the mama tripping too. But I'm gonna leave her to the women. I'll leave her to Dame Frankie and the rest of the women in here. I'm going after the dude as always. First of all, what the hell are you doing taking a 14-year-old girl to a goddamn after party? Are you out of your goddamn mind? What the hell are you doing taking a minor to an after party? Knowing damn well what goes on at after parties. Then take her to a hotel and purposely get her drunk and then try to force yourself on her. See, to me, people can say whatever they want about the mother. I'm not concerned about that. Because as a man, you don't have a right to allegedly rape anyone. That's not a right. You don't get to allegedly rape this young girl. I don't care what she like. Yeah, I understand some of these teenage girls look like a grown woman and they stacked and all that. I get all of that, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean that you get to allegedly rape them. And what is it with you punk ass, weak-minded niggas that keep going after these young girls? Y'all can't deal with a grown ass woman? And some of you niggas are like 40, 50, talking about messing with these 19-year-olds, 20. What? Are you guys that immature? That even at the age of damn near 40, you think like a teenage boy? Look, I don't give a damn about, I understand, again, some of you are going to say, well, why didn't the mother protest and all that? I get all of that, but that ain't going to be my argument. My argument is, why the hell did he do it in the first place? Knowing damn well he had no business taking that young girl any damn place to do what he did. Now, we have to say allegedly, but come on, man. Dude, semen is all over the place. He forcing her fingers down her throat. Her mouth is swollen. So apparently, I don't know if he beat her. I don't know what he did to her. He got her so drunk. Then he tried to force her head down to his private areas. What does that sound like to you? But we have to say allegedly. Now, this is Bro Rape a Lot is the face of the conscious community. He was the one that was supposed to have to put the conscious community on the map. I mean, Sarnetta made a lot of money off this dude. Sarnetta made over $1 million off this dude in one show. Oh, this man was Ib. Everywhere you went, it was about Bro Rape a Lot, who I knew had pedophilic tendencies a long time ago. I've been calling out the conscious community for a bunch of pedophiles and rapists a long time ago with nobody listening. I'm not shocked at this. To me, this is just chickens coming home to roost. This is just what I've been saying about them coming into fruition. I've been calling these guys pedophiles and bums and rapists, and how they are sexual deviants and demons, obsessed with young girls, can't deal with a woman older than fucking 25. And don't let a woman be 30. Shit. She may as well be 60. Anything past 30 to these guys is old as Methuselah. Shout out to the very classy Mama Rain in the building. Thank you, Mama Rain, for that piece. It was powerful. And it really triggered me. And as you can hear me, I'm going in. And I mean, you fucking 30, you old as Methuselah. These niggas don't have any maturity that go past 25. Some don't have any maturity that goes past 19. Nigga, you 38 and you're being accused of allegedly raping a 14-year-old girl. And it's not like they don't have any evidence on you. Your semen matches. What is your semen doing there? Just hanging out? What? You're at the hotel and your semen decides to say, hey, you know what? Let me just go out and hang out all over this girl's clothes and shit. I ain't doing that. I ain't got nothing to do today. I'm just going to come on out and hang out on her clothes. What is your semen doing there? Why are you getting her drunk to the point where she passed out? And before she passed out, why are you forcing her head down to your private area? And then why are you sticking your fingers down her throat? See, the black man today, Mama Ray, I love you. I love my women. I love black children. And I'm going to keep fighting for y'all to the day I go to my grave. I ain't going to never stop. You can count on that. Max ain't going to never stop until I ain't got no more breath in my body. But let me tell you something. Nigga, you punk ass niggas, y'all done turned into a bunch of, you know what, y'all getting to the point where y'all becoming so problematic, it's hurting all black men now. Our entire image is bad because of you deviant motherfuckers who don't have any sexual self-control or any sexual boundaries. And you punk ass niggas in the talking about, well, she 14, so it wasn't that bad. What do you mean it wasn't that bad? Let that be your daughter. He did that too. Would you still be saying the same thing? I know some brothers, if he had did that to their daughters, the conversation we would be having today would be different. It wouldn't be about him being in jail. It'll be about him being somewhere, but not in jail. And so what has gotten to you dudes to where you become so sexually weak that you can't even sexually stand up to a child? That girl is a child. 14, she don't know anything. That's a baby. And you don't have no sexual self-control? You're just a piece of shit. This is the type of niggas we don't need on the street. This is the type of nigga that you don't let out of jail. Because once you do, somebody else's daughter is in danger. And again, I haven't forgotten about the mama. I'm gonna let the female version of the Black Knight, Dame Frankie, deal with that. I do the men. She deal with the women, But this piece of shit is the face of the conscious community. I've been telling y'all about the conscious community for a while now. Nobody was listening. Are you surprised now that this came out of the conscious community? I'm not. I'm surprised he the only one. That's what I'm shocked at. So far, he the only one that's been caught. There's a lot more. Trust me, he is not the only one. And when you look at the Hebrew Israelites, they're nothing but sexual predators. All of these dudes in these factions are sexual predators. They're all on either a pedophile or a rapist, or a pedophile and a rapist in the making. They have no respect for women. They have a man that will allegedly rape a 14-year-old girl has no respect or care for children. A man like that is unfit to be a husband and unfit to be a father. A man like that is unfit to be in a relationship with a black woman, period. Now, I'm wondering how, and I'm going to ask Dame this later, and if any other women come up on the panel. I hope the women come up on the panel tonight and get gangster. Because I got a couple of questions. This dude is a polygamist, or whatever the hell you want to call it. What are his other wives thinking? That's the question I'm going to ask Dame, because she's a black woman. Okay? And again, I hope some black women come up here tonight, and, and get gangster. Yeah, Kendall. How do you feel about your cottage community now? That's your man's, right? The face of the cottage community? Bro, rape a lot? Out here allegedly raping 14-year-old girls? That's your man's in them, right, Kendall? Anyway, so yeah, my question, I wonder what his wives are thinking right now. I wonder if they're getting together having conversations. Did they know he was like this? Because some women know that the men that they would have fucked up, but they're too afraid to leave them because they think he's so fucked up that he might kill them. But if they can keep this dude locked up and give these women some protection, I wonder what they will come out and say. Maybe this ain't the first girl he molested. And since that was the daughter of one of his girlfriends, apparently he don't have any damn boundaries. He don't give a shit if it's his own daughter. Uh-huh. You understand what I'm saying? How the fuck you gonna take somebody else's? And you know what? That's that woman's only daughter, nigga. If that was my family, I would have broke your shit. I'm telling you right now, the best place for you would have been. Matter of fact, in New York, up in New Jersey, that ain't even the best place for you, because you could be got in there too. You better hope she ain't got no strong family, bro. 14. You 38 going on 39. The so-called mentor, the meta world peace, and all these other crazy ass niggas who was crazy enough to hire you as their mentor. Look at what you hiring as a mentor. This is why I keep telling you niggas, stay away from these dating coaches and these fake ass mentors. Okay? This is what you paying. This is what you hiring. A grown ass man who has no sexual self-control or sexual boundaries, no sexual morals to speak of. Dude is sexually immoral. You allegedly, this is killing me. But for legal things, I have to say allegedly. And telling y'all, it's killing me to say that. But for the legal shit, I have to say allegedly. This dude is sexually immoral. To allegedly rape a 14-year-old girl is to be sexually immoral. Now, he should be registered as a sex offender. Well, I think you got to get convicted first, right? You got to get convicted first in order to be registered as a sex offender, right?
Yes, you got to get convicted first.
Okay, all right. So this should be an easy case. There's semen everywhere. Her mouth was, so I don't know. God knows what he was doing with her mouth while she was sleeping. And look how disgusting and deviant this is. You understand what I'm saying? When she got up, he had his fingers down her throat and her mouth was swollen. So we don't know if he punched her. We don't know if he still tried to get her to perform oral sex while she was asleep. We don't know if he was trying to make her throw up to get rid of the evidence. We don't know what's going on. And how the fuck? Okay, you 38. You take a 14-year-old, and I don't want to hear shit about the mother. Y'all can't bring that shit to me. Bring that shit to Damon them. Don't come at me. I'm warning you now. Don't come at me with that shit, because I'm going to knock your head clean off. Because it's the man's responsibility for his own actions. I don't give a damn what the mother did. He should not have touched that girl in an inappropriate manner. Case closed. I don't want to hear shit about what the mother did, what the auntie did, what the grandmama did, what the great-grandmama did. I don't want to hear none of that. He is supposed to be a grown, responsible adult. And he had no business at all touching that little girl in an inappropriate manner. I'm warning you niggas that don't come up here with this shit. I'm cutting your throat. And I ain't gonna be nice about it either. Don't come up here talking about, well, the mother, I'm cutting your throat. I ain't playing no games on this. I'm knocking your head clean off. So when that link's dropped, you better think twice about it. You come up here with some bullshit, I'm knocking your head off. Then I'm throwing you off the panel. Want to hear shit about what the mother did? Like I said, I'll let the ladies deal with that. I deal with the men. Again, I don't give a damn what the mother did. You are a responsible adult. You had no effing business touching that girl in an inappropriate manner. It's not rocket science. Just because you bro rape a lot does not give you a right to allegedly go around raping anyone. And I wonder how many other girls he done did this to. This dude got 4 wives, and they all got kids, I believe. I wonder if they can keep him locked up. Because maybe 1 or 2 of them wives may be scared of him, or they all may be scared of him. I wonder if they can keep him locked up. And they can be promised protection. What would they come out and say? How much I want to bet that this ain't the first time he did this? That it's the first time he's been caught doing it. Because people like this, they don't, listen, hold on 1 second. People like this don't just do this out of the blue. They have a track record of doing this and getting away with it. See, what they do is, I was watching some documentaries about how these dudes get made and how they think. They watch a girl for long periods of time and they try to befriend the girl and all this other stuff. There's something wrong with these dudes. These dudes are broken inside. Daddy never taught them how to deal with women. See, this is the problem by absentee fathers. You see what happens? When you don't have a father to teach you the right way, you end up becoming a sexual predator. And you guys are laughing at the shit I talk about when I say you should learn to respect women. You shouldn't disrespect them. And pretty much keep your hands to yourself. Oh, Max, you a damn fool. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ha, ha, ha. I ain't never been accused of no rape. I ain't never been locked up for no accused rape. I ain't never touched a woman that I didn't love who didn't love me. And a grown woman at that. See, I'm a grown ass man. I need a grown ass woman. I'm not a child. I am an adult. I think like an adult. I walk like an adult. I need an adult woman. I don't see 12, 13, 14, 9-year-old girls in a sexual manner. They're children. I see them as children. That's what they are. Kids. You 38 and 40, a 14-year-old girl isn't a goddamn date. You desperate fucking punk. That's not a date. That's a kid. You niggas ain't gonna be happy until somebody starts splitting y'all wig. Okay? When somebody start laying you motherfuckers out in the street, maybe you'll stop there. Maybe you'll stop laughing. When somebody start laying you down in the street, doing you dirty, leaving you with your eyes wide open. You know what they say when you die with your eyes wide open, right? They say you deserve it. That means death came so quick that you was dead before you had a chance to blink. And you guys ain't gonna be happy until somebody lay you down. And that's what's gonna happen. You keep going after these young girls. Because eventually you're gonna run into the wrong young girl. And her daddy or her brothers, they're gonna handle you. They're gonna handle you. They're gonna get him. I think he's gonna be in protective custody. Heavenly favor. When guys go to jail for any kind of rape case or whatever, I think they go into PC. Because quiet as kept, even niggas in jail don't respect none of that. So they go in PC. You know. I want to know where all these niggas. Hey, Kendall. Hold on, where Kendall at?
He might have stepped back for a moment.
Yeah. Conscious community. Bro, rape a lot. So it's like this here. You niggas are turning into sexual predators. And that's what you're making black men being known for now, sexual predator. And for one, I ain't feeling that, bro. Because you making my image look bad. Now I got a motherfucking problem. You making all of us look bad. And you brothers out there who don't like this shit, you better start speaking up. You better start speaking out against this shit before you get wrapped up with these niggas. The fuck is a 38-year-old man one sexually with a 14-year-old girl? You're supposed to be a grown-ass man. At 30, nigga, you got 4 wives. 4 wives. You ain't doing nothing with them? Well, hell, well, if you ain't getting satisfied, then I guess polygamy ain't all it cracked up to be. How you got 4 wives and you ain't satisfied? Something wrong with you, bro. How the hell are you with 4 black women and they can't satisfy you? That's impossible. Unless you're mentally deranged. One black woman is enough, but four? And you ain't satisfied? Man, you mentally deranged. You one of them motherfuckers that they need to lock up and throw away the key. Throw away the key. Should never get out of jail. I'm so sick of you punk ass, weak minded niggas that all you do is think about sex to the point that you don't care what damage you do to any kind of female, no matter what the age. And to segue into the other parts of the shit I was talking about how you niggas keep advocating for these young non-black women overseas because you want to live in prostitutes. You see, you niggas know damn well that you're not going after these young girls for love. What grown-ass 40-year-old man loves a 22-year-old? Or a 19-year-old? She don't even know what love is. What the hell are you talking about? I listened to this nigga on a podcast with all of these women, Sister George and them, a trucker dude at that, talking about, oh, he was all gleeful too, talking about a girl in China and how they're traditionally raised to be subservient or servient to the men. So these dudes want slave women that are living prostitutes. Because what he said was, he didn't say anything about love. What he said was he's going to bring her over here, get her a job, but you can get her a job. And as long as she take care of his needs and work a little bit, she good. He never said once about loving this girl. Now she 22, he 40. Or she 24 and he 40. Okay, so I want y'all to look at that like this. He 40 years old, she 24. Now, when you look at it like that, you say, oh, well, she's a grown man, right? But now this is the way I want you to look at this. He's 16 years older than her. So when he was 16, she was 1 year old. Think about that. Think about that. When he was 15 going on 16, she was 1 year old. Now think about the mentality a 1 year old will have versus a 15 or 16-year-old. No comparison, right? Well, it's the same when she's 24 and he's 40. There's no comparison. It's the same damn thing. Because it's the same age gap. Age does matter. Age has a lot to do with experience, growth. Guys who say age don't matter are usually pedophiles or rapists. Real men know that age matters. I'm 52. I would never be with no 20-some-year-old. You're young enough to be my daughter. The hell I'm gonna do with a 20-some-year-old? That would be my daughter age. So I want y'all to think about that. He's 40. This dude is 40. She's 24. So when she was 1 year old, he was either 15 or 16, or 15 going on 16. And he up there all excited. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back up. And then he said he had a 41-year-old woman, right? That he let go and got this 24-year-old, he said, which was a huge upgrade. How can a 24-year-old be a huge upgrade over a seasoned woman who has knowledge and experience? How can a 24-year-old who knows nothing in the grand scheme of things compete with a 41-year-old woman, a seasoned 41-year-old woman who has knowledge, understanding, and wisdom? Only an idiot would think a 24-year-old is an upgrade over a seasoned 41-year-old woman. An idiot, a pedophile, and a rapist. Now, these types of dudes, I gotta give them credit. They're smart. They don't want to get caught for the rapist thing, so they're gonna go over there and wife these girls, bring them back as wives, and they got live-in prostitutes. Because that's all she's going to be, is a live-in prostitute. He's never going to love her. He don't love her now. Never once mentioned the word love when it came down to her. These dudes aren't going after these girls for love. They're going after these young non-black women for sex. That's what it's all about. It's about sex. It has nothing to do with love. These guys are sex hungry. They're sex addicts. They're perverts. They're deviant. They're pedophiles. So you get you a young girl like that, that's like robbing a cradle, bro. You messing with babies. You are a despicable human being. And your brothers got to start calling these niggas out. See, the problem is, it can't just be me and a few other guys calling these dudes out. There's got to be a massive number of brothers separating themselves from these perverts and calling them out, putting them on Front Street, lighting them up, letting black women know that there are black men out here who don't stand for this shit. Not enough of y'all doing that. You understand what I'm saying? No, bro, speak. I was very clear. I said seasoned woman with knowledge. A seasoned 40-year-old woman with knowledge and wisdom. Not just any old 41-year-old woman. According to him, his woman was a very experienced and knowledgeable woman. He let her go for a 24-year-old that's nothing but a baby to him, and said that that was an upgrade. Because he wants to be a deviant. He wants her to do all kinds of raunchy things to him that the seasoned 41-year-old woman with knowledge didn't want to do. See, y'all gotta understand something about black women. Black women aren't the type of women that readily engages in super kink. Some of them might be a little kinky here and there, but it's mild compared to these non-black women. And it's mild compared to what's really out here. Now you may have a black woman that's done took it to the next level, but that's only because she's influenced by non-black friends. Whenever you see a black woman that's really out there like that, check her friendship base. I bet you it's filled with non-black women and hardly any other sisters. Okay? Usually when they got a bunch of white girls as friends, they end up becoming sexually crazy, doing all kinds of wild shit. Okay? But naturally, the black woman isn't a pervert and a deviant like that, so she's not really into this super kink. Now, don't get me wrong, she may be kinky with, here and there, but not this super kink where y'all doing all kinds of crazy shit, golden showers and shitting on people and stuff like that. These guys are into all that nasty shit. So you go up to a black woman and say, hey, listen, to turn me on, I need you to take a dump on me. Most black women are going to look at you like you crazy as hell. Some black women going to be on something. Okay, wait a minute. What did you just say? Hold on, stop. Let me clear my ears out because I don't know what did you just say? Well, for me to get off sexually, I'm going to lay down and I need you to take a dump on my chest. What? You serious? Yeah. Most black women ain't trying to hear that. That's super kink. Most black women look at you like, man, you out of your, man, you crazy as hell. Some may even pull a gun out on you. Some may call the cops on you. Some may throw your ass out the house or call their brothers or fathers, some man that they know that they're cool with, to come and remove your ass from the premises. See? See, a lot of these dudes want to be white boys, right? White boys are into all of this crazy sexual shit. And a lot of these dudes watch these porns with these white dudes. Okay? And they want women to do what they do to these white boys in these pornos. They want to be just like these white dudes. And so they done took on the characteristics of all this super kink, this crazy shit. See, the white woman don't give a fuck. I mean, if you have sex with fucking dogs and shit, you just don't give a damn. Ain't nothing you can tell her that's over her head. Hell, you can't even tell her nothing offensive. Like, hey, baby, I want you to shit in my mouth. Oh, okay, that sounds fun. Ooh, when did we get to do that? You gonna tell that to a black woman to see what happens. See what you get cussed out or worse. See, that's why the black woman isn't the most desired. Because these sexual deviants can't do with her that they do with these non-black women. Black women ain't on it like that. Some black women are a little kinky, but not like that. They're not doing all of this crazy shit. Like, hey, baby, you know what? I'm going to bend over, and I want you to take this cowboy boot with this sharp spur on the toe and kick me up the crack of my ass and make me go, ooh, yeah, mama, baby, kick me harder. White woman be like, ooh, this sounds like fun, George. When do I get to kick your ass? Black woman ain't trying to. But you know what? She might kick you in your ass anyway. He might kick. I don't know. He might kick. I don't think it's going to be sexual, though. He might put that boot on and wear your ass out. Oh, you know, but it ain't going to be sexual. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, yeah. And so black women are very, very, very modest. You know, they're very respectful women. They have a lot of respect for themselves. They're not really into all of this dangerous, crazy ass kink that these guys are into. That's why the black women are the least desired. That's why they go after these other women that don't have any sexual boundaries and don't really have any respect for them. So they do any goddamn thing. Sell themselves out for prostitution, become live-in prostitutes, maids and prostitutes. Man, the black woman ain't trying to hear that. What? A prostitute? A maid? What the fuck you think this is? Black woman ain't trying to hear that. The black woman is a real woman. She's not some concubine or some woman with a bar fine. It's a real ass woman, bro. It's not somebody you can just sit here and talk raunchy to and thinking that she gonna jump and do all these crazy sexual things to you. She ain't on it like that. That's why y'all hate her. If the black woman did all of these nasty things, you wouldn't hear a peep out of these dudes. Not one thing. They'd be praising the black woman. Oh, the black woman is goddess, and she does. Oh man, the black woman, man, you ain't never had a woman until you had a black woman. They'll be out here praising the black woman. She did all these nasty, disgusting, and raunchy things. But because she doesn't do these things, she's the least desired. They don't want her. she doesn't put out. When it comes down to shit like that, the black woman doesn't put out. And that's something the black woman should be proud of. I said to y'all before, sisters, y'all should be proud and wear with a badge of honor that you are the least desired. You damn right. You don't want to be just highly desired by these damn pedophiles, these rapists, and these sexual deviants. You don't want to be desired by them. You should be proud that you're the least desired. That's a good thing. And look who's telling you that you're the least desired anyway. Pedophiles, potential rapists, men who don't understand what rights are when it pertains to other people, violating people's fucking rights, sexually and shit. Men who can't tell the difference between a girl and a woman. These deviants, these oversexed deviants and sexual predators are the ones who are saying the black woman is the least desired. Fuck them. You should be proud that they don't want you. You shouldn't want them. Hell, the next time they say that shit, you should encourage them. That's right. That's right. We are the least desired. You damn right. Don't come over here with that shit. Leave us the fuck alone. And you try to come over here talking about some black woman. Hey, didn't you just say we was the least desired? Fuck out of here. Beat it. We're the least desired. Get the fuck out of here. You don't want them bums. You don't want them bums, them old fucked up niggas desiring you. You can't even trust them, right? Especially if you got daughters. Look at what happened to Bro Rape a Lot. Woman can't even trust you with her daughter. And you're supposed to be a responsible, grown-ass adult male. And you violate the mother, you violate her trust, and then you allegedly sexually assault her daughter. And you're supposed to be a grown-ass, responsible adult. You guys got the game fucked up. I heard a lot of y'all talking about, but what did the mother do? What did the girl do? I don't care what the mother I don't care what the mother did, and the girl didn't do shit but be 14 years old. What about what Bro Rape a Lot did? And why aren't we talking about the 14-year-old victim? Why don't we give a damn about what happens to Bro Rape a Lot? And then you know what? When he took the girl back to the mother, this motherfucker had the nerve to say, don't call the police because it would destroy my career. What? You don't give a shit about this girl you just allegedly sexually violated against her will? You told the mother, don't call the police because this may destroy my career. All you care about, you don't care about a human being. This girl is a human being, nigga, that you just allegedly sexually violated. You don't give a shit. Well, it's obvious you don't give a fuck about her. I don't blame the mother. I'd have called everybody, the police, the FBI, every goddamn. But fuck this nigga. Talking about the colossal nerve, right? He just sexually violated somebody's 14-year-old daughter and got the nerve to say, don't call the police. This could destroy my career. Wow. Wow. See, I know some black women he couldn't have said that to. Well, actually, I know some black women he couldn't have touched their daughter at all. Okay, because these black women I know stay strapped and they can shoot. They go to the range all the time. They can shoot. And they got the heart to put two in you real quick. You understand? See, guys like this know who they can get away with this with. I'm hoping that the girl got strong family, but she probably doesn't. Because if she did, he wouldn't have had the heart to do what he did. You see, these guys are very, very slick. They study their victims or their victim to be. They study their families. They see that she ain't got no strong peoples, like no real men of the family that's going to step to these niggas. Once they get all that out of the clear, then they feel they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And this oh man, I almost said that. And this punk ain't no different. Okay? A lot of you niggas are listening who down with this manosphere shit and this conscious community shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of motherfucker that you follow. A lot of you niggas follow Polite. And you can't say that you don't. I heard you niggas over at Sinetta trying to make excuses for him. Well, you know, Brother Polite, but man, you know, it's alleged he didn't do that. Well, how did his sperm get there? He just happened to bring it with them and, you know, in a cup, or, I mean, how did it get there? Did somebody mail it to the room? Did room service bring it up? How did sperm get there? Explain that. What is his sperm doing outside of his body, its natural habitat? What is it doing outside of his natural habitat and ending on a 14-year-old girl? So all you niggas that's defending Polite, talking about he didn't really do it, they don't have anything, I need you to answer that question. How did his sperm, you know, the little tadpoles and shit, little squiggly tadpoles, how did they get outside of their natural habitat and onto her clothing? How did that happen? How did that happen? If you didn't do this shit, how did that happen? How did her mouth end up swollen and she woke up with his fingers down her throat? So apparently he was doing something violent to her if her mouth ended up swollen. Apparently he was doing something violent to her. How did that happen? Her mouth wasn't swollen before she left. She didn't have his semen on her clothes before they left. She's lucky, y'all. She's lucky. She's lucky this fool didn't take her life. A lot of young women aren't this lucky. Brothers, we have to start protecting our daughters, our women. Our women are our daughters are our women, the mothers. We have to start protecting the women in our lives, man. We have to start protecting our women, period. This girl is lucky, believe it or not. It could have been worse. He could have took her life. Thank God that didn't happen. But what if it did? Brothers, this ain't no joking matter. It's time for us to step up and combat what's going on in our community with these pedophiles, these rapists, these sexual deviants. It's time they got stepped to. And I'm talking to you brothers who are sitting on the bench. You're going to have to get the fuck up. I understand you got your wives and all, but this is for a bigger cause. This is for a big cause. I believe your wife would understand. It's time to come off the sidelines and deal with these Nagas. They are making the environment so dangerous that none of our children are safe. That we cannot allow to continue to happen. I'm appealing to all you brothers, you good brothers out there. You know who I'm talking to, who can seriously handle up. It's time to get off the sideline. and get these Nagas out of our community. And I know we can do it. You guys just don't want to lose nothing. You guys are just afraid of losing what you got. You got to make a decision. Is what you got more important than saving our young children, especially our young girls? I don't want to hear about young girls being raped to death. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about black women being murdered by black men. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want that in my community. I don't want that ever. I want to see black women going to and from, smiling and laughing, having fun, being their old cool selves. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm used to. That's what I grew up around. Black women chilling, being themselves, having fun, smiling all the damn time with them beautiful smiles, lighting everything up with them smiles. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see our women being murdered by our own men. We are supposed to be protecting them. We are their protectors, not their murderers. If they don't have us, they don't have anybody. We are their first and last and only line of defense. It's time to get off the sideline and run these Nagas out of these communities. And you brothers know who I'm talking to. Some of you listen to this show. We've had conversations before. You know what I'm talking about. It's time to get off the sideline. This has gone on too long. Something needs to be done about it. It has to be stopped. It's not going to stop. It has to be stopped. And it can be stopped. But you have to give a damn and get off the sidelines and get into these communities and deal with these knockers and set a new precedent that this ain't happening no more. This is zero tolerance. It's a new motherfucking day. We splitting all wigs. You feel me? And with that being said, I am at the end of my rant. Hope I gave you something to think about. With that being said, let me bring in my partner in crime, the female version of the Black Knight, Dame Frankie.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's going on? What's going on? What's up, man? How did you enjoy the rant? Did you enjoy the show? Give me your take on what you heard.
Okay.
And drop the link. Drop the Gangsta link.
Link is dropped. Okay, well, there's no excuse for no man.
Hold on 1 second. All right, y'all. I'm done with my rant. The panel is now open. If anybody want to come up and keep it gangster, you know what I'm saying? This is Gangsta Talk, so you ain't got to worry about being politically correct. Say what's on your mind. Say what you mean. Gangsta link is in the chat, y'all. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Okay, as it said, there's no excuse for no man. And what happened to common sense? You don't be alone with no child. And who thinks of bringing a child to a club? 14 years old. A club. After hour party. Grown folks. No kiddies allowed.
Well, Kendall, he hasn't been convicted yet, but I don't see how you're going to get around your sperm being on her clothes and the rape kit, right, matches positive, and your DNA all in her mouth and all that shit. I don't know how you get around that. And then you got her drunk. And then she said her own testimony. She said that you pulled her head down to your privates and she passed out. She woke up with his fingers down her throat. That alone is sexual assault. That's enough to get him convicted right there. Even if he did not penetrate her, the sperm and the fingers down her throat, that all classifies as sexual assault. Right? In her testimony, that'll get him convicted right there. And the fact that she's 14 and he's 38 in a hotel with her. She's underage, bro. That's statutory rape. The fact that they both was in a hotel, and they're gonna have receipts from that hotel, because I don't care. You gotta pay for the hotel somehow. They're gonna have it once they pull up the receipt from the hotel. It's hook, line, and sinker. Duty done. That's statutory rape.
Not to mention what cameras they have gone running around through the hotel. And the fancier the hotel, the more cameras.
Exactly. She underage, bro. He got mad problems.
Yeah, and it's suspect. He didn't bring her back to her mother's hotel to wait to find out where to go to the party. No, he brought her to a whole nother motel.
And then check this out, right? For all you niggas that's up here talking about something, well, he didn't get convicted. He's going to. I bet you he won't beat this rap. He going to get convicted. There's too many things working against her. She's a minor. Ain't no getting around that. She's a minor. And the fact that he fed her alcohol, like I said, once the damn receipt come back that they were in that hotel together, it's his word against hers, and hers is going to be more powerful because she is a minor and he's 38. The nigga is hit. He hit. Ain't no getting out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And when he gets convicted, I'm gonna do a special show. I'm gonna be laughing at all you punk ass niggas who tried to defend him. And then I'm gonna question you. I'm gonna question if you a goddamn pedophile. I'm gonna question you right in this goddamn show if you a fucking pedophile or goddamn or sexual predator. Defending that piece of shit. Acting like you don't see what the fuck's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna have a show. Once he goes to jail, I'm gonna have a show and I'm gonna shit on him. And then I'm gonna turn on you niggas who tried to defend him. And then I'm gonna call you out. And see if you are a sexual predator. See? Because only a sexual predator will defend another one. A real man ain't gonna defend no sexual predator. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah. Where does alcohol come from? Was it in the hotel room? Oh,
now,
they can
Dave,
do it.
All right, Dave. I promised them that you would do something on the mother. Go ahead to say what you got. Because you know me, I only deal with the dudes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. You women being blinded by the fame, the money, and you lose your common sense. What the hell were you thinking? Okay, you have an issue with your daughter, and he's offering help. Why did you stop it right as soon as he said, "I'm going to take her to the club to and talk with her"? You don't need to do that.
Yeah, but you see, my whole thing, I don't mean to cut you off, but my whole thing is this. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but he's a grown, responsible fucking adult. He should have took her to no goddamn after party to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the problem I got with the whole goddamn thing. His actions don't get excused because the mother may have been negligent. I'm not trying to steal your shine. I'm just no. I'm not trying to steal your shine. I'm just saying. Okay, he's a grown ass man that knows the difference between right and wrong. Yeah. He shouldn't have took no 14-year-old girl to no goddamn after party and then to a goddamn hotel and allegedly sexually assaulted her. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, Charlene. All right. So as I was saying, as her mother, she has more authority than he has. Put your freaking foot down. This is your child. You're trying to keep your child from trauma. You didn't see nothing suspect with him wanting to take your child to an after party or after party club in order to talk with her to help with your relationship between you and her. Oh
Hold
no!
on a second. Let me answer Quinta.
You stop being
Let me answer Kendall.
you
Oh,
put your parent.
hold on.
What?
Dang.
What?
Yeah, Kendall. There's a lot of brothers online, especially in the conscious community, trying to defend him, saying things like, "Well, he ain't got convicted yet. You know, did he really do it and all that? Oh, he gonna get convicted." Go ahead, Dave.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I haven't
Okay.
interrupted more. Go ahead.
Ignore Kendall for a moment. All right. You put your parents, right then and there, you just dropped your parent involved. No, there was no need for that. He could have took her in another room. I could maybe even dinner to just talk it out, but not to. As soon as he said, "I'm going to take her to this after party and work on her, the better y'all relationship," you should put your foot down right then and there. No, hell no, no. What the hell are you thinking? No, my relationship don't need that kind of work where you need to take her to after club. She's 14 years old. She don't need to be anywhere where there's a lot of drinking, people being raunchy. Let's just face it. The clubs, it's all about sex, drinking. Yes, there's enjoyment, there's music and all that stuff, but that's not for no 14-year-old. That's for grown folks. She ain't grown. She may think she's grown. She ain't grown. You dropped the ball as a parent. You dropped your ball as a mother. What happened to your radar? Did it get dull by, ooh, look at all the money, look at a nice hotel, look at this rock or whatever he gave you and stuff like that. I'm gonna be wife number 5. He's gonna take care of me. Me and my daughter, bull crap. He took care of you and your daughter, all right. And that's what you got to look out for. As a mother, as a single mother, you got to be doubly. It's better to be over paranoid and keep your child safe than to not be paranoid at all. And if he comes to you, what you think I'm a pedophile, and I'll be like, what does a pedophile look like? Why you fighting me so hard about taking my daughter to a club? But you didn't even go there. You didn't even go there to put your foot down, say, no, you're not taking my child to an after party.
I'm still trying to figure out, wait a minute, I'm still trying to figure out what kind of naga who's a grown ass man, 38, is looking at a 14-year-old girl as a goddamn date. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Nigga, you can't get you got 4 wives.
And 2 girlfriends.
I mean, you ain't, yo. This the type of nigga that needs to be locked up with the key thrown away. This dude is a danger to our society.
This dude needs to be put under the jail.
He's a danger to us. As long as guys like this are walking around free, our women and children are in harm's way. Go ahead, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. But as for the mother, she dropped the ball. They had a whole bunch of red flags. And who knows? He might have been grooming the daughter, but no. She said he was groping her.
Damn, I'll be right back. I gotta get up for a minute. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies. The link is in the chat if you want to come up on here and discuss this. But yeah, she said he was groping her, dancing with her. Why are you dancing with a 14-year-old in a hotel room? Okay, let me see. But as for the mother, you just seriously dropped the ball. Okay, you and your daughter bumping heads. Probably because she's uncomfortable being around that dude. But, you wait till something happened to her to do anything. That's too late. Yeah, it helps. But you're supposed to try as hard as possible to keep that from happening. Don't wait till it happened to stand up and do something. Oh yeah, you did good by not falling for. Don't tell anybody. It'll mess up my career. Took her to the hospital and you reported it to the police. Okay, good. But where you dropped the ball was in the beginning. As soon as he said, "Look, I'm going to help you and your daughter out. I'm gonna take her with me. Just after party, talk with her, work with her, so y'all can be okay." That should have been a big effing no. No, no, thank you. No, not to no club. Not to no. That's for grown folks. No, not to no after party. Not to no club. If I ain't going, she sure as heck ain't going. She is too young. This is for grown folks. And we would take her when she's 21 and teach her about drinking and what to avoid and how deal with in the club in the club. But not no 14, just you and my 14-year-old. No. I don't know you like that, man. We only been dating for a year. Let's see what's going on here. Yvette, the people on social media are saying Polite is out. He paid his own bill. God dang it. Huh? Yes.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
you got a typo in the title. You got force instead of force. The ED
What?
on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Okay. Okay. Forced himself. Okay.
Yeah, force, not force.
Okay.
All right, but anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, while you deal with that, I'll catch you back. Yeah, and so the manosphere is jumping on a woman as usual, but I really don't give a damn about what the woman did. See, because to me, the man is supposed to be responsible. You know that you're a grown ass man. You ain't got no business taking this 14-year-old child to no damn after party, knowing what the hell's going on over there. So you take her to the after party, you're already up to no good. You already got wicked thoughts in your mind about this 14-year-old girl. A lot of you dudes keep letting this shit seep into your weak mind. Well, she looked like a grown woman. She tall enough, like a grown woman. Ain't no excuse. I don't give a damn if she looked like she's 35. She's still 14. That's still a little girl. I don't give a damn about none of that. That's still a little ass girl. That's a little girl. She's not a grown ass woman. You know, only you predators think like that. You know, keep talking about, y'all keep getting the age lower and lower. And then you want to go over to places like China, get these young wives, 19-year-olds, to come back and be your sex slave and your live-in prostitute. Because that's pretty much the whole relationship, right? These relationships aren't about love. They are about sex. The guy is only getting these type of non-black women for the purposes of sex. That's it. That's all it's about. It's not about love. They don't even love these women. Hold on, let me take a look at the chat. I don't know anything about this case. I have never listened to Polite before and consider all the facts before. Hey, dude. I hear what you're saying, Kendall, but in this case, it's damning, dude. How can you just ignore everything that was said talking about wait for all of the facts? What facts do you need? He took he's 38. He took a girl who is a minor to an adult after party, then took her to a hotel and fed her a tremendous amount of whiskey and tried to force her to give him oral sex, and she passed out. His sperm is on her person. What more facts do you need? Wait for all the what facts to come out? I don't understand it. Explain that to me. Yeah, I'm trying to find out. Well, what are you talking about? All of what facts? You already committed statutory rape just by taking it to a hotel. So what facts? I would like to hear these facts. I guess, yo, I'm tired of you brothers acting like you don't see shit and trying to sneak this black women, trying to sneak shots into black women. You know, if you're looking at this case, ain't no way you could not see what's going on, unless you just hate black women. It's the first time any of us is hearing anything about it. And we're not blind, deaf, or dumb. We all got common sense. A 38-year-old man takes a 14-year-old girl to a freaking after party and then takes her to a damn hotel, feeds her wine until she's pissy drunk to the point where she can't even stay conscious. You're lucky he didn't kill that girl. That wine, that whiskey could have killed her. Because if he gave her enough to where she passed out, that could have gave her poison. He could have gave her alcohol poison. That could have killed her, bro.
That could be another reason why he was trying to get her to throw up.
Yeah. Yes, Charlene Sassy, I was just saying that, right? I wonder what his 4 wives are saying. I wonder what they're thinking about him. I wonder what they're thinking. I wonder if they know. So I wonder if this is his first. I don't think this is his first time. They're probably all afraid of him. And to my understanding, it said his bail was denied. Then again, it also said that he bailed himself out. So maybe he somehow got bail. I don't know, but you know. So I'm just tired of brothers acting like they don't see shit. You don't see the writing on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Dang.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not using because I'm mad at the mother for dropping the ball, for ignoring a red flag, or being too trusting, to excuse what he done. Okay, that means because in my mind, to do all this, he been planning that. That's the thing with pedophiles. They plan years ahead of time, and they're testing grounds to see what they can get away with. That's called grooming.
Yeah, but you know what? I think his wives might be afraid of him.
Well, there's a few pictures where one or two of them look,
Because I don't believe this is his first time doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it's his first time. See, they can get him locked up and get those women some protection. I bet you they'll spill the beans. I bet you they'll spill the beans.
Mm.
None of his wives yet have come out in his defense. Not one. So that should tell you something. If a woman knows that her husband is innocent, especially a black woman, she gonna come out and tell it on top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna grab the biggest microphone she can, and she gonna tell to everyone. None of his wives came out and utter a word, not one word in his defense, not one word.
Uh-huh.
They didn't do no shows and say, "Well, my husband is innocent." They didn't come out and say one word in his defense. I find that odd. Yeah. He went after his 16-year-old niece. You see, you stupid for keeping somebody like that for a friend. He would have went after my 16-year-old niece. Only one or two things would have happened. Okay? He'd have been pushing up daisies, or one of us would have had to leave the entire state. And it wouldn't have been me.
Mm-hmm.
In either instance, I guarantee you that. So, my whole thing is, Sonetta's a fool for still being this dude's friend. We would have never been friends after that. I don't want to hear shit about, well, you know, sometimes these things, man, fuck that. I ain't trying to hear shit. So you niggas got me fucked up. I'm not weak like y'all. I'm a real ass black man. I was raised by a hard black man who didn't take no fucking excuses. I was around strong black men who didn't accept excuses. They demanded excellence, not excuses. So I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nothing about it's hard out here for a pimp. I don't want to hear none of that. There's no excuse. You had no right touching her in that manner. None.
Mm-hmm.
Case closed. There is no other way to say it. I don't want to hear shit about you was deprived as a kid. Somebody threw hit you with a pencil and little Lisa gave you a whoopee cushion. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't hear nothing like, well, she consented. I don't want to hear none of that either. You are an adult. You are responsible for your behavior. You violated that girl's rights. You had no right to do what you did to her. No right. You know what, Yvette? So he may have done this to some of their children. Because you think of the pattern here, right? This girl was the daughter of one of his girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
So what about the kids, about them other men? You're probably going to figure, well, they ain't my kids.
Yeah. Yeah. If they know his MO,
Wow, nobody.
they sure as heck don't leave him alone with their kids.
I'm shocked at y'all. Nobody jumped on the panel. No gangsters in here tonight. No lady gangsters in here tonight. I'm disappointed. I thought some of you lady gangsters would come on up here and go ham. Well, anyway, I have to get some sleep. Okay, y'all. I gotta get a bit more. I'm gonna leave y'all in the hands of the lady night. She'll probably take y'all for a little while before she shut it down. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Gangsta Talk. And I hope I gave you something to think about. I appreciate the support, in here tonight. Shout out to the classy Mama Rain and the other classy women in here, Yvette, Mika, Holly Favorite, Charlene, Auntie, as usual. All our regulars, shout out to all of y'all. Kendall, Always
Mika.
making it Mika. Kendall always making it interesting. Um,
Truth is, bro, speak.
Truth is, bro, speak. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm gonna say peace, power, unity, y'all. I got to get up and go to work in the morning, so I'm gonna leave you in the hands of the lady night, and I'll say peace, power, unity, y'all. Okay, Dave. Close up when you're done. All right.
All right. Okay. All right. So, all right, ladies. All right. Okay. I know y'all don't want to go, black women. It's always the man's fault. He the one that made the decision to go after the child and do things. But as the child's mother, and that's not her father, I don't care how long you've been dating a man. There are flags that says you cannot trust him with this. Taking your 14-year-old or your child who's not an adult to an after party where it is likely to be drinking, drugs, uh, sex in the corners, and all kind of other stuff. It's a big freaking flag. It's a big freaking no. I don't care how much you want to show you love or you trust. It's this man. You are mother first. From the moment that child was conceived, and especially when that child is born, your priority became mother first. And you do everything you can to protect your child, even from the love of your life, if that's the love of your life, you know. Okay, that was a big no. The fact they took her to the after party away from you, out of your supervision, out of your saying, okay, this is enough, or this is too far, this is too wild. No. He who has no relationship with your child, or who's not the father of your child, is going to decide, okay, what is acceptable for her to see. And the fact that he's choosing an after party club, knowing that he's been to quite a few of them, that they could get wild, is a freaking clue. Hey, Charlene.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Some people said that he's like a public figure. I never heard of him.
He's from the conscious community, supposed to be mentoring. I only know from what others who were formerly conscious community said about him. You know,
My
yeah,
thing is,
but
it's so sad though. He had like what, 3 or 4 wives and 2 other girlfriends. Like
oh yeah,
how much woman does he need? Like he can't even handle one woman. He can't even meet the needs of one woman, and yet he have like 4 and 5 and 6 of them. And for him to even do that, like I don't, this is just sad. He's 38 years old. He's supposed to be like a mentor. Like, you shouldn't even be going to the club at this point if he has kids. Not alone he has 4 or 5 wives he have to provide for. And I don't know how these women can sit around and put up with this and be okay with it.
I think he's worth about 4 or 5 million.
Oh, he is? But still, but still, you have kids. You're a role model. Wouldn't you want to be like in your kid's life, designing a curriculum, doing something of some kind of need, like, and especially if you have all that money, like, he could be doing something in a community. Like, his whole image just went down. And it's just like, it's just sad. Like, they keep proving, as much as people talk bad about our community, like it's always out there, like, and he made so much money. Like, why are you doing that? You could have go pay a prostitute. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. but it might be that hey, if he's a pedophile, that's what he likes. That's what he wants. Is it, and he wants to groom them into accepting him, or
Yeah.
he just likes to control. I don't know. It's hard to tell what goes through the mind of a pedophile. Is either control, power, you know.
I think it's power, and then they want to take the innocence away. Like I don't like they want to be there, to be there and be the one and probably try to have some kind of connection with the child that they're not supposed to have. I don't know. It's just sickening to me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Auntie said he conned the community out of that 4 or 5 million. He didn't actually make that money.
Okay. See, he didn't even make. And then they talk about the community and we're supposed to be building and doing this, and they making all this money. Do they invest it back? No, they don't.
No,
I don't know. They
they
make the
spending it
community
on
look good.
cars and stuff like that, and houses and all kind of other stuff. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just sad. You can't even trust guys who are spiritual. That's like another red flag. Oh, you're spiritual?
Well, you see, that's the thing. It also puts a on you see, he's ruining the image of black men across the board. The spiritual men, um, the religious men, black men who who don't mind getting involved with a woman with children. Now you gotta suspect them. Um, okay, he really tore up the conscious community, but then quite a few of them has been doing that. So it's like he's just like another, another one. So the whole community is being suspect now. They have the what's his name? What's that one who abused his wife or he beat up some woman? I don't.
Oh, young Pharaoh. Young
Young
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
I
There's
don't
him.
follow. Yeah, I
There's
don't
been a
follow
few
any of
others that
them.
have been caught out into conning people out of money and then, or haven't been using it for what it was meant to be used for.
People, you could tell it's fake. I don't listen to people who I know. They just look fake. They just sound fake. Like I don't listen to them. I listen to real conscious people, real spiritual people. Like I don't know what that is. You got to be living the lifestyle. Like having 4 or 5 wives does not mean you're spiritual. I'm just saying.
He's saying we going back to the way our ancestors were. They had four more wives and all this other stuff. I just see a little something on that. Trying to say back in the days when we was, people
I
this
know
normal. And I'm
that's
like,
not. I
that's
think
not
that's
every.
culture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's not really spiritual. That's more like culture.
Uh-huh.
Like you know.
Well, a lot of spiritual is back to nature, back to the basics, back to or the way we were living before, more natural and stuff like that. Um, yeah. So if you could, if you listen to a lot of different spiritual lists, there's always some kind of back to nature, back in time, back to when we were more centered, or we had our culture, or we lived a certain way, blah blah blah. When we are in our case, when we was kings and queens and all that other stuff.
Yeah, but back in those times, a woman didn't have to say. She just did what she was told, or what was, asked of her, or what was expected of her. So we don't live in those times anymore.
Not to mention those times, I don't think it was exactly like that. I think the women had their roles, the men had their roles.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. And and then in some cases the men and women roles, there was okay, weren't really separate by job, because some people think the women gathered and stuff like that, and the men hunt. And then when you get into the farming community, uh, the assist the farmer, whatever he doing, or take care of him so he can take care of the stuff. Or she did like a little garden, while he did whole fields of farmland, farm whatever he was crop he was growing. You know, yeah, but there was some communities. There was just men and women, and they had their roles, and they lived separately until they got married. There were women that hunt. There were men that hunt. You know, um, and nobody thought anything was wrong with it, because hey, you never know, things could change. Either the men will be away, or it could be a case where they need as many people to hunt as possible, or or what if the men are sick? All kind of possibilities. So I didn't say anything wrong with women that hunt. There were women warriors. Hey, they were.
Somebody said, have you heard about Nature Boy? Let me tell you, Nature Boy, Nature Boy in his whole relationship with those girlfriends and stuff, I feel like it's the equivalent of The Color Purple. Like, I kid you not. Like, if I was a woman and I was in his crew, I would not want to be there. It's just the equivalent. He be having these women go fight. He be treating them disrespectful. He be degrading them. Like, it's like The Color Purple. Like,
Okay. Yvette says Polite learned from Dr. York. Polite was a Jamaican crip from New York. Then he became conscious vegan, multiple wives, saying black women are gods, stole money from people through real estate, start dating white women, and a few wives they had. Oh, women. Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped back to Auntie. Okay.
he's a con artist. You know what he's doing? He thinks he's using his image. How black men. Oh, I'm a gangbanger. I sell drugs. I do this. Oh, okay. Now I like black women. I worship the black women. He just play. He's a con artist. He just playing in every kind of role he can as a con artist could to use that to his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That's what they all do. They all talk about, oh, black women is God, this and that, and they go in here and behind closed doors, these people they really want to date white women. I really don't get it. Like they
Okay.
can't they can't sit down and structure a real business and do something, that's for the community, or build something, or go to school, or use their brain, or use knowledge, or think,
Mm-hmm. But you
brainstorm.
see, he's the ultimate con artist in the sense that he's a pedophile, conning women into thinking your child will be safe with me, your child will be okay with me, when he's secretly and secretly grooming the child to prepare for him to have a sexual relationship with them. Not that she's gonna get anything about it. It's all what she gonna do to him, for him, with him. Not about. So it's gonna be one-sided relationship all the way around.
Oh,
And
and
he,
somebody. Oh, I want to say somebody said we cannot blame him for the whole conscious or spiritual movement. I just want to say this is a good learning lesson that you need to vet every person. And just because somebody has a message, that doesn't mean that they're actually living it. We've seen it every day. People get exposed.
Mhm. Yeah, and yeah, I would not judge a movement if they would vet their people. Okay, okay, it's like as I said, a domino effect is starting to happen. Let me see. There's Nature Boy that I heard about. I forgot about him. I forgot about Nature Boy. Heard about him. There was Young Pharaoh. Heard about him. Um, and
Yeah, it's disgusting.
then there's him. There's probably been some incidents with some of the others. I just know about these three. I keep hearing about Sinetta, but I don't know what the deal is with Sinetta. The fact that he was still cool with the dude after he molested six. Well, okay, she's now 16, so I don't know how long ago this happened. So she must have been under 16. Niece. you mess with one of my relatives, I ain't gonna be cool with you. I don't care if she wanted it or not. You molest her, we through. Have nothing to do with you. I'm gonna dog you out. You got to go. If I'm not, able to get rid of you, beat you up myself. Well, actually, I'm gonna try to beat you up myself, regardless. But say, hey, you may be a better fighter than me. If I can't beat you up myself, I will dog you out. You got to go. You gotta get as far away from me as possible. We ain't buddy. We ain't friends. We ain't nothing. And destroy anything we done together. And I won't hear from you ever again. That's not gonna be no forgiving. The niece was 16. Oh, she was 16 5 years ago. Okay. The way there was something I saw it said now. Okay. Oh, okay. So this happened 5 years ago, and he's still cool with the dude. No. Even if I have to walk away from conscious community, y'all accepting him. I'm telling you, he molested my niece, and y'all accepting him. I would have walked away from the conscious community. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're not getting rid of vetting, controlling, or letting them know just you ain't accepting this kind of behavior. And how you gonna say the black woman's God, but yet you gonna take a child soon to be a black woman, soon to be a goddess? She's a godling. She's a future goddess, and what's that word? Desecrate her. As a conscious community who believe black woman is God, you got to get rid of him, because God is telling you shouldn't be putting up with this. You shouldn't tolerate this. He desecrated the altar of your God. He desecrated a God. He desecrated a godling. Hey, that's how I put it. So why, as part of the conscious community who believes black women is God, you letting this desecrated heresy, false prophet stay in your community? He should have been stoned, if not literally, but he should have been figurative. He should have been stoned out of your socials media. He should have been ghosted. You should have nothing to do with him. You separate yourself from him completely. But no, y'all making excuses. He been charged. He ain't been charged yet. He ain't going to court yet. Excuse me, rape kit, DNA. Y'all jumping to conclusions. No. If you believe that black women is God, your spirituality should hold law, moral law should hold precedent over the man's law. Okay, so man law hadn't did no more than charge him. They hadn't gone to court yet. Trust me, it's going to court. Or y'all gonna wait till he's charged, found guilty, and go to jail? That's when y'all gonna separate from him? Okay, let's see. We have the black female equivalent to these black male charlatans. Not as many females though. Okay. All right. Get rid of them too. If you got charlatan, false prophets, male or female, they gotta go. If she's molesting young boys, she gotta go. Yeah. All right. Okay, I got into my own little rant there. But as I was saying, she dropped the ball in protecting her child. She ignored a freaking red flag. She let it go. I don't know, because she trusts him. They've been dating for a year. She didn't see nothing wrong with him taking her child to an after party at a club without her. Supposedly to help work things out between you and her daughter. How bad can it be with your daughter that you trust in this man to talk with her at a club? How much talking can they do in a club with music pounding, drinks going on? You know, no. You go to We're talking about polite though. Why are people dismissive, huh? Okay. Polite said that he's going to address it today or tomorrow. It's going to be hard to clean this up. We're talking about polite though. Why are people dismissive? He said it to Sanetta. Okay, no, I'm not being dismissive about it. You know, and he can talk about all he wants. I'm not trusting the thing he's saying. If you want me to be patient enough to see if he go to court, but even if and we know that some things don't always go according to plan, according with man law, he don't go to jail. He don't go to jail. He don't go to prison. Still wouldn't trust him. But you wonder why the uh, the conscious community is being as a movement as a whole is being swept up in this, because y'all got too many charlatans, no good Negroes, suspect Negroes in the conscious community. Y'all need to start weeding them out. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Kendall, you're not part of the conscious community. The conscious community needs to start weeding them out. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kendall, but you are saying stuff, like you're part of the conscious community. What do you care if the conscious community get roped up in it? You know the tree by the fruits is bare. So far, we got Nature Boy and his thing with women. Okay, we got, what's his name again? Wait. What's that young prophet? I can't remember his name. Who beats his wife. Okay, we got um we got Brother Polite who rapes children or allegedly raped a child. We got Sinetta who's still friends and dealing with and doing business with a man who raped his 16-year-old niece, or allegedly. Let's see. So, and you wondering, hey, people are judging the fruit. Okay, the conscious community have different beliefs, meaning not all think black women are God. Okay. So the ones that's not into black women or God thing, okay, they different group. But so far, am I wrong? Is the three I mentioned part of or the four? I don't know if Sinetta is part of that group. Is any of them four names I mentioned or halfway mentioned are part of the Black women is God aspect of the conscious community? Because they're not walking their walk if that's true. But yeah, I'm not clear of all the stuff with the conscious community. I know there's the Kemet group. I'm not quite sure what they commit about. I think they're too much into the spiritual mind space, when the Kemet that I knew was a military power. When I read Egypt and I heard about Kemet, even though I didn't know how to pronounce it, I had my own way of Kemet, 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 yeah, Kemet, Kemet, yeah. I was reading about the some of the military battles and and the fight to against being swept up into the unity of Egypt. Egypt wasn't all together at one point, uh, and Egypt went through several phases of this. Yeah, I'm forgetting a lot. I read all this stuff when I was 12 and 13 and 14 and 15. Okay, Charlene, better jump in here.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know. This is just crazy. It's ludicrous. To me, it's not surprising. As soon as you see a male rhetoric talking about black woman is God, and he has 4 or 5, wives, and he's not going to school, and it doesn't really surprise me that he's doing that. It's sad that he will actually, do that, and it's sad that the mother will allow that to happen. Like, just let her daughter just go, like, without asking questions. So I don't know. I think to them it's probably normal. Like they probably getting the money and the food, so it probably hasn't hit them. I don't know. But to me, it's just sad. It's
Yeah.
sad. We got to take this out.
Okay. All right. Kendall. Okay, do care about black people no matter who we say we are. We're black people first. Okay, but were they thinking about black people first when they were doing these things? Weren't a lot of the people they were conning were black people? Shouldn't we as black
Exactly.
people
Yes.
call our black people to the carpet for them to get themselves in order, either come correct or don't come at all?
Exactly. Yep. They didn't care about us when they was taking our money. When there was, they don't care. They don't care about the damage as long as they get the long as they get the glory, right? And they make their money. Why should that person care? It's not really affecting them. It'll affect them when they get older and they're like in their 70s. Then they see their kids and then their next generation, and then they'll wonder what happened.
Okay, Polite and Pharaoh said black woman of God. Nature Boy, who knows, he switch up every minute. And Sanetta, I think it's into Egyptian gods. Okay, okay.
Nature Boy's a con artist. There's some con artists. They just playing into people's hands, whatever we want to hear. We want to hear black women are God. All right, let's say that so we could get some followers. Let's say that so people could give us some money. Let's say
Yeah,
that so they could like
because
me.
black women have more. They saying that because black women have more money. The same that because black women give more. They seen black
Exactly.
women tithing in
That's true.
church for years.
That is so true.
So now they're trying to get that tithe to turn their way.
That is so true. We're the only ones who listen to their garbage, just the op story. We feel bad. We donate $5 or $10, and then ask these motherfuckers to do the same shit for us. You'll never see that. You'll never see as much black supporters as you have women supporters. I'm just saying the facts. Because most guys are selfish with their money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Um so okay. 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 We if we just lump these four together and it's just them. Okay, what is the conscious community doing? Are they saying these are not part of our group? Are they saying are they calling on the carpet? Brother Polite, Brother Farrell, you need to come. Why are you treating black women like this if you believe that God? I don't think you really mean what you say. Do they call them to the carpet? Do they, are they blasting them on social media if they can't get to them face to face? What? Nature Boy, well, everybody, since he tends to switch up every minute, that means every aspect of the conscious community should be going at Nature Boy. So now the Egyptian god, I don't know, you know, what kind of Egyptian god don't protect his family? Don't take up for his family. Okay, yeah. Even Egyptian gods, the family fought with each other. But when there was an outside force, they stuck up for the family. Now I just, I'm just making up that part. I don't know what outside forces that they dealt with. But, I read too many books where there's a possibility when you got these pantheons of gods, that they eventually conflict.
You know what? What happened to back in the day when you had the real black men, they care about their kids. They try to put their kids in the best schools. They thought about a whole lot. Like today's people, it's not the same. Like they don't think about stuff like that. I think they just living for today, for now, and the gratification. That's it.
Okay. Your house phone is missing.
Somebody said that money could have went to something useful. These fake conscious morons don't care about our community. That's true. Facts. It is not that hard to even have a scholarship. Every time people donate money, if you got all this money, at least give give 20% back. Do something. You
Mm-hmm.
see black boys not doing anything, have a program. Do something for college. Have mentoring. There's so much they could do. Like they don't have to be out on these streets. Have them. You could do a whole lot. I'm just saying. If you
Yeah.
put your mind to it, you can do a whole lot. I feel like we're not doing that. We're just, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it is. We're just stuck in this paradigm where we just do the same shit over. Like we don't think outside the box. It to me is that it's getting really old.
Yeah. Yeah, he could do what other former gang members do. Try to steer the boys out of the gang life and stuff like that. Find things for them to do or things that they can redirect those energies that they would use in the gang life to other things. Building a community, going to school, get into these uh what they call us these trade uh, go to these trade schools and get these trades, get a job. you know there's always going to be a need for carpenters,
Exactly.
bricklayers.
Even have a business and hire black men, and then have a program where they teach them when they take that money to invest it in the stock market, invest it in this. There's so much things they could do. They could actually have a company where they could hire all the black boys so they don't have to be selling drugs or doing anything like that.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm all for gentrification and raising the property values. So I don't have to see that when I come out my house. That's just me. I don't want to see nobody selling drugs. I don't want to see nobody hooked on crack. I don't want to see no prostitution. I don't want to have to be worried when I come outside that somebody's gonna try to rape my daughter or take my daughter or kidnap her. I don't want to be in that surroundings. I want to be in a good neighborhood where I feel safe and my family could thrive.
Mhm. Yeah, and I know we said our daughters, but also kidnap our sons, rape our sons, molest our sons, turn our sons gay. Okay, I agree with y'all. Most of these niggas ain't no better than Christian preachers. Uh-huh. Yeah, and you gotta vet them just like you vet your preachers. Some preachers are good, some preachers are bad. Some preachers about the money, some are about the community. Gotta find the ones that's about the community. Ones that's not just talking about it, but actually doing. Find out what they doing. That's the fruits. They're not doing. They seem to be producing more of these comments and derelicts and these criminals. Still waiting on Umar school. Now Tariq in is getting financed for FBA museum. Let's see what happens. And you see, yeah. So each movement, whether it's conscious community, Black First, uh, FDA, FBA, each one of our Black, uh, let me see, the Christian movement, whichever form we take, Baptist, Protestant, Catholic, you know. Anyway, the Hebrew Israelites.
So whenever I put it down, I had none of that.
Yeah, the Hebrew Israelites, even the Muslims have to watch out, but they vet theirs. They vet theirs. So you run across a bad one every now and then, but they soon get rid of it. But we need to start doing that across whatever group we are part of. Wait a minute. The Moors and all these the other ones, you got a bunch of rotten apples in your movements, and you need to get them out. Cause whatever they do, you getting washed with the same brush. Cause they seen them as the fruit of your movement. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whew. Well, Charlene, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah, I'm in the kitchen cooking right now, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna peace
Well,
out. But thank you for having me on the panel. I love
thank
your
you for coming up
channel.
on the panel. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up because all I'm gonna do is just go in on them because hey, it's just too much stuff, and this raping of this 14-year-old girl. Okay, that's another straw. I don't know if the camelback is broken, but it just makes me madder and madder. And I want to set all that straw on fire. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Let me put the link one last time in case somebody else wanted to come up. Highly favored. Whoop. Let's see. Highly favored. You wanted to say anything? Yvette, you wanted to say anything? Kendall, you want to come up and say anything? All right. Let's see. Okay, let me start get my stuff together and get night, y'all. Until give y'all time to come on up. Let's see, get my music. We're gonna go out with styles. Uh-huh. Oh, nobody came up. Nobody said anything. All right, everybody. Peace, power, and unity, and stuff like that. Conscious community. Hey, y'all need to do some serious vetting. Actually, all these different factions, and communities. Y'all need to take a honest, hard look at your movement of your group, and confront them about some of this stuff. Vet them out. You said no, no, no. Are you being for real? Are you just in it for the money? If you in it for the money, you got to step. We got stuff to do with this one. We got to build the community. Got to work on the community. We got to take care of our people because nobody else will but us. Uh huh. all that. All right. So, peace, power, unity, everyone. Let's go out with some music.